Joining me is Republican candidate for Mississippi's 4th Congressional District, Sawyer-Walters. Mr. Walters, thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely. So excited to be here and being able to be in the studio. It's a great time.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about yourself and why you want to represent Mississippi's 4th Congressional District.
Absolutely. So I started my call for service at my church at First Baptist Hattiesburg, and I was able to be a camera operator for WDAM whenever they were streaming our church service. And I kind of kicked off my heart for service and started doing more in the church and then more in high school. And then when I went to William Carey for a couple of years more there, and then it culminated at USM where I was everything from our university's mascot up there to working on SGA to chairman of the College Republicans, and really just felt called to service. So I went into state law enforcement down here with DMR, and that's been a great experience, and I've loved that. And then being able to raise my right hand and join the Mississippi Army National Guard as I serve as the executive officer for the Mississippi Military Intelligence Company. So I was approached by some guys that asked me to throw my hat in the ring. They were like, hey, we think that you have what it takes and we'd love to see you run. So I thought about it, prayed about it, went back and forth with them. I didn't think I was ready, but they were like, hey, it's a win-win. We'd love for you to represent us. So dove head in, and it's been a great run ever since.
And so what sets you apart from your opponent in this race?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing for me is representation. Showing up in the military and law enforcement show you leading from the front. So you've got to be able to be there and be held accountable by the people below you. And so these past 4 months has just been a whirlwind. We were just talking that, you know, it's been early mornings, late nights, and all over the district, because we have so many counties and so many people that need to see you and you need to hear from them on, hey, what are your priorities? What do you want to see from your congressman and want to see in D.C.? And I have my own priorities that I want to see and do, and it's not just following a party line, but it's making sure that, hey, I have ideas to make not just South Mississippi, but the United States better as well, and I want to be able to champion that and champion what other people want as well.
And speaking of your priorities, if you are elected, what will be the first things you do once you make it to D.C.?
Absolutely. So when I'm elected, because we're going to keep a positive attitude here, one of the things that we want to talk about is our veterans. Our service member and veterans are very important to me, and it's I come from the 6th generation here in the district, and we have a long line of lineage of military service with my family. And so one of the things is Sonny Montgomery created the GI Bill, and this was one of the things that as a Mississippi statesman he championed and was able to bring education to a lot of our service members and their families. Well, I'd love to see the opportunity, from what I'm hearing from my soldiers, for that to be turned into a small business grant to where we can boost our economy and stimulate growth through jobs and things like that with our GI Bill. And we want to don't tax our troops. We have a recruitment and retention problem, which is why I joined. We were sitting in a hearing, and there were 40,000 soldiers shortfall in the United States Army, and so I raised my right hand and joined. And one way that we can combat that is through tax incentives. So they don't get taxed in combat zones. Well, why tax any of our veterans and service members' pay? It's less than 1% of the population. This is an opportunity for us to give back to them, but also whenever you do that, it's going to cause a lot of people that want to stay in or join, so we can be more selective and have a more lethal fighting force for the United States. And agriculture is another thing for me. We have a very heavy agriculture industry, whether it's from my meetings at Wayne Sanderson Farms to Hood Industries to our timber to farmers all across South Mississippi. We have such a heart for our farmers, and they're the backbone of everything that we do here in the nation. And so everything from our H-2A program and streamlining it to having the opportunity to where the big thing in Congress a little bit ago was, hey, who owns TikTok? And they were worried about that. Well, we have 12 million agricultural acres owned by our adversaries, and that's not okay to me. We've got to take control on that so that they're not undercutting our farmers and their prices. And small business is another thing. I want to stimulate our economy through growth and different jobs and investing in Mississippi. We've got to go up there and have somebody that can stand on the table and say, hey, from Seaman Composites to Ingalls to U.S. Marine, we have all these different companies that are doing such great work for our nation and for our defense that we've got to learn how to build those industries out, create jobs here in South Mississippi.
Tell us a little bit more about what you'll be doing until March 10th.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we are hitting the ground running. We have call after call and meeting after meeting, and just showing up and being present. It's not just about showing up to businesses that write you checks and to go to small crowds. It's answering to the people, too, that you don't agree with. Hey, if you disagree with me, I want to find out why. We have a big problem with divisiveness in this country. We've got to learn to be able to bring it back to the middle and figure out how to make that message the same. You know, we have so many different things that push us further and further away from each other. I really want to bring us back to the center and go, okay, your beliefs are over here, my beliefs are over here. What's a compromise that we can find? And so it's going to a lot of different meetings. It's going and delivering signs. It's having hard phone calls, hard discussions, and making sure that South Mississippians feel heard.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining me in studio today. We appreciate you coming by. And of course, I'll be continuing my conversations with other candidates in this race, and you can tune in right here on WXXV News to hear those conversations. Thanks so much, Sawyer-Walters, for coming in.